Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about chapter 3-4, which is solving multi-step equations. So we've been working with one-step equations the past couple days. We're going to do this for the next couple days. So there's going to be a video today. The video for today is going to be the same as the video for tomorrow. So I'm only going to post one video. I'll go over all the stuff you're going to run into for those next couple days. So that way you don't have to worry about something different happening and you only have one video to have to really think about and worry about. So when solving multi-step equations, we have to work backwards, meaning we have to go the opposite order of PEMDAS. So we're going to start by getting rid of stuff because we're going to try to solve an equation. Meaning, if you look up here, instead of usually PEMDAS, we go parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract. We're going to get rid of things this way to find our answer. So we're still going to drop our anchor. And when we do that, we're going to start by getting rid of all my addition and subtraction. Okay, so I have a minus 17, so I have to get rid of that. So plus 17 to both sides. And that leaves me with 7m equals 77. Now imagine my anchor still dropped like that. I have to now, I got rid of all my addition and subtraction, get rid of all my multiplying and dividing. So I'm going to divide by 7 here to get rid of that multiplying, leaving me with m equals 11. Same thing on the next one. So we're going to drop our anchor. Now I'm adding 14, so I got to get rid of that first. So we got to get rid of it with minus 14 to both sides. And now I have 3x equals 63. We're going to keep our anchor dropped and divide both sides by 3 now. So x is going to equal 21. Okay, same thing on the next one. So drop our anchor. We got to get rid of all of our subtraction and addition first. So we're going to get rid of the subtraction by adding 15 to both sides. That leaves me with 4g equals 120. Now here I'm going to divide by 4 on both sides to get rid of that multiplying. I'm stuck with g equals 30. That's the same thing here. So drop our anchor. We got to get rid of all addition and subtraction. So we're going to subtract 14. And now I have t divided by 8 equals 80. Now I have to get rid of this divide by 8. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 8 to cancel these out. And t is going to equal 640. Same thing on the next one. I'm just going to do it down here. So we're going to drop our anchor. Now we have to get rid of this plus -6. So we're going to minus -6. If you subtract a negative, minus -6 from both sides, you have to do plusy plusy. So that's going to turn into a plus on both sides. So now we're left with q divided by 6 equals 36. Now I'm still got to solve this. My addition subtraction is gone, so I have to get rid of my division. Multiplying, so q equals 216. Okay, now we're going to run into some that look like this. Now this is a little different because remember when we had fraction bars before, like on this one, I'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see it a little better. There we go. So when I had fraction bars before, we used to have to solve the top, right? And then the bottom, and then we simplified it. Well, we're working backwards. So now we have to get rid of the bottom. And the only difference between this one and the one we just did was the whole thing is divided by 9 here instead of just a number. If you look before, we had q divided by 6. Well, now we have the whole thing divided by 9. So the first thing you got to do here to get rid of that 9 is multiply by 9 on both sides because we want that to be gone. So p minus 15 equals -54. And now we can drop our anchor and add 15 to both sides, giving me p equals -39. Okay, let's try another one so we can kind of see what those look like. Let's say the equation is x plus 10 over 2 equals 40. So we want to start by getting rid of this bottom part because the whole thing is being divided. So you're going to multiply both sides by 2. When you do that, these cancel out, and you have x plus 10 left equals 80. And now we can drop our anchor and subtract 10, and x will equal 70. Okay, I'll try another one. Let's go x minus 3 divided by 4 equals 5. So first thing, notice how it's all being divided. So we want to multiply by 4 to get rid of those right away. And now we have x minus 3 equals 20. Now we can add 3 to both sides after I drop my anchor, and x equals 23. Okay. On ones with fractions, like right here, we got to make all the fractions. I always say, let's turn everything into a fraction right away, whether it's improper or not. So we're going to put this as 2/3 d plus 9 over 1 equals, and we're going to do the wheel method, 11 over 3. So I need now what you should do with these is make a common denominator. So I'm going to make them all turn into a 3. So we're going to times these by 3. So 2/3 d plus 27/3 equals 11/3. Now that everything has a common denominator, it's going to be a lot of work that we don't have to do. We just made things a lot easier for ourselves by doing the work ahead of time. So I'm going to minus 27/3. And I have 2/3 d equals negative 16/3. Now, what we have to do is we have to get rid of this. So we divide by the fraction. But we've learned that we don't divide by fractions. We keep the top thing. I'm going to need a little bit of room. So we're going to keep the top. So negative 16 over 3. This is going to stay the same. And you're going to flip the bottom one. So times 3 over 2. D equals negative 48 over 6, which ends up being negative 8. Okay. Looks like we got another one like this. So now we have one with the fraction bars on the outside, right? So we're going to get rid of this first because see how before it was just looked like this right here. But now we have this minus 8. So I'm just going to add 8 to get rid of it right away. 9x minus 4 over 5 equals 13. Now what I can do is get rid of that 5 by multiplying. So 9x minus 4 equals 65. And we can add 4. So 9x equals 69. Divide by 9. Now we have x equals 69 over 9, which we have to simplify down to 23 over 3. And that would be our answer. Okay. Try another one like that. Let's go 4x minus 2 over 3 plus 6 equals 10. So the first thing we got to do is get rid of this because we don't want that in there because it's just adding on to our equation. So 4x minus 2 divided by 3 equals 4. Now here we times by 3 to get rid of these 3's, leaving me with 4x minus 2 equals 12. Now I can drop my anchor, add 2. So 4x equals 14. Divide by 4, and x equals 14 over 4, which I can simplify down to 7 over 2. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully that makes sense. Thank you.